Why should we save the world? Excellent question. She says, why should we save the world? Okay, first of all, you have to look at it like this. You have to personalize it. All right, now, I had the same question. My personal personality is this. Every man for himself. You know, to each his own. You know, it's like, yo, man, I'm going to make sure I get mine, you get yours. That's me personally. And I had that mentality prior to getting saved. Once the Lord saved me, I realized something. I realized that Kev Ellerbe, even though he thought he had the master plan to his life, the keys to success, and all those things, I was actually on my way to destruction. I was actually on my way to a burning hell. I was actually going further and further away from the Lord, who of course can save my life and have my soul with him for eternity. Now, for God to interrupt that process, for God to show that love and concern towards me, to step in and interrupt me going to hell when I wasn't looking for him. That's the key. I wasn't out there saying, man, I'm looking for Jesus. I was out there doing my thing. I was out there having a good time. A lot of people say, oh, the world ain't got nothing to offer you. No, that's not true. It has a lot to offer you. It wouldn't be a temptation. It wouldn't be so hard for some people to leave the world. And so I was out there enjoying myself, kicking it. And God, in his love, his kindness, and his mercy, stepped in and interrupted the process of me going to a road of destruction. So now, for him to do that for me, for him to show that same love towards me, it would behoove me to show that same love towards everybody I come in contact with. If I let somebody end up going to hell without warning them, I am just as guilty as the devil, to be honest with you. Because the devil's objective is to destroy lives, to destroy souls. So if I know that I have the words, the key to life, the Bible, the roadmap to heaven, the love story that God has written to his people, and I keep that to myself, then woe unto me. So on Judgment Day, I have to stand before God, and he says, I put you in front of 10,000 people over the time of your life, and you maybe told 5 of them about salvation. And look what happened to the rest of those people. I never want those people riding on my shoulders. If you had a loved one that you knew was going to walk off a cliff and didn't see it coming, wouldn't you warn them? I mean, imagine if you just sit back and say, man, I hope they got sure feet like a mountain goat. You would have to step in and say, look, man, don't step off the cliff because I see it coming. And that is what love does. It makes you interrupt people that are going down the road to destruction. So that is our commission from the Lord. When he saves us and open up our eyes to the fact that he has saved us from hell, damnation, from sin, all of those things, he says, now that I've done this for you, I want you to duplicate yourself. I want you to go out and I want you to spread the gospel to everybody and let them know that they no longer have to live in sin. They no longer have to go down the road to destruction. They no longer have to be eternally separated from me. And so it is our job and duty. Now, unfortunately, some Christians feel like, hey, as long as I'm saved, hey, hope the rest me. You know, but that is not my philosophy, and it is not the Lord's will, because he says, go and preach and teach the gospel to every living creature. So every once in a while, I'm sitting around, my dog is in my lap, I might throw out the name Jesus. Yes, don't you love Jesus, Sophie? You know, so every living creature.